Summer runners. As you're training this summer, it's important that you end up going ahead and strengthening more than just your legs, but also strengthening your core. So this is the first video, we'll call it Abwork number 1, for helping you to strengthen your core this summer. Now here is the details. Okay, you can see that there are 5 exercises. There's a crunch, there's obliques, the right and then the left. There's one that I've heard called several things, but reminds me of a dead cockroach. And then the bicycle crunch. And you're going to do 40 reps of each. Now, if you can't do 40 reps of each, start with 30. If you can't do 30, start with 20. But don't just chicken out on this or such. Try to do 40. And if your abs start to burn, you got to work through the burn. Just like when you're in a race and your legs are complaining to you, you got to keep running. So, without any further delay, here is ab workout number 1. I'm not going to do the entire workout, but just demonstrate some of the different exercises. Okay, so first was just a general crunch. And there's several ways to do general crunches. Some people say you can, keep your feet on the ground, but frankly, it's even better if you end up going ahead and having your feet up in an L shape, 90 degree here. Not hanging down. It's okay if they're up here, but the point being that it's better if it's like this. All right, so again, feet are up and your knees bent. Your hands are touching your shoulders, and all you're going to do is raise your shoulder blades off the ground, kind of trying to get your elbow to touch your thigh. So that's 1. You do that 40 times. All right, so that was 10, but you do it 40 times. For obliques, you're going to take one of your feet and kind of just rest it on a knee, whose feet is on the ground, as you can see here, and you're going to take this is my right knee, so I'm going to take my right hand behind my head just to support my neck, so my neck doesn't start to bother me, because I may not be used to holding my neck up. Your head is heavier than you think. And what you're going to end up doing, there's a couple ways to do it, but the way I prefer to keep yourself honest is try and get your elbow straight armed to your knee. So, like this. And again, if you don't feel it, then maybe you need to tweak it a little bit, maybe go even a little more. Make sure you do a full rotation, all the way up, all the way down, and just, again, you do 40 of these. Try and keep this knee still as you're working. All right. Similarly, the left side would be exactly the opposite. So you put the right foot down, put the left foot onto the knee. You extend your right arm, put your left hand behind there to support your neck, and you do the same thing. Okay, so I'm not going to do any more of those. All right, the dead cockroach. I've heard this called a Superman for some reason, but I really don't understand why. Because essentially what you have is you have your feet as much up as possible from the ground. So you're looking to try and get 90 degrees and straighten your legs. My legs don't naturally stay straight, so this is about as straight as I can get. Take your hands, you put them up. And then it's almost like there is an imaginary ball that you are trying to catch or grab. And you're going to, again, just lift up. Just like that. If you want to try and grab your feet, you can do that, depending on how flexible you are and such. But again, you're probably not going to be able to to really grab it that well. And you should feel that in that upper ab area right there. All right, so you do 40 of those. The last exercise is bicycles. And for this one, it's okay to put your hands behind your head a little bit to support your neck. You put your legs out. They never touch the ground. Okay? And then you alternate. In this case, my right elbow comes across my body, touches my left knee. Left elbow comes across the body, touches my right knee. Okay? You go left knee, right knee, that's one. Do that 40 times. Okay? So, again, that's ab work number one. For some of you, it may be easy. For some of you, it may be really hard. It is important that you start putting in some kind of core strengthening workout. If you have enough in you afterwards and you want to, you can end up going ahead and just taking and doing a plank afterwards, and seeing how long can you do that plank. 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes. Probably not 10, but so again, challenge yourself this summer to strengthen your core and to get yourself ready for the fall season. And again, as always, I hope you're having a great summer and having a great time running.